Some people be wondering, what I gotta do to be heard by God? Am I praying wrong? There's so many things I need and he's not answering. A lot of people be wanting and praying for things, all using false promises when it comes to God. God don't even want us to make promises to him. All he wants is for us to mean what we say and say what we mean. Bible says, let your yeses be yes and your no's be no. And it wasn't said for it to only apply to human contact. It applies to him too. Stop praying for things in exchange for something you're promising to change. Because as imperfect humans who couldn't hold the weight of their own sins, who couldn't keep his word, surely can't keep our own word, which is why Christ had to die for us. But another way to be heard by God when it comes to your prayers and your wishes and your desires, to activate that faith. It's one thing to have it, but it's another thing to use it. You can start calling things that are not as though they were, just like Jesus did. Romans 4:17 say, I have made thee a father of many nations, for him who believed, even God, who quickened the dead and called those things that are not as though they were. A lot of y'all probably feel like y'all don't have authority to do that, but remember, a good leader always lead by example. John 14:12 said, truly, truly, I say to you, he who believes in me, the work that I do, he will do also. And greater work than these shall he do. Jesus was the greatest leader. And when you think about it, it still applies to us today. If you start working at a warehouse as a floor associate, just because your boss is in a higher position than you, don't mean you can't learn his role. Him being a great leader leads you to promotion. Him being a great example prepares you to become qualified for that position. Another thing I do a lot of to grab God's attention is Habakkuk 2:2. I write the vision and make it plain. I don't think y'all understand. God responds to obedience, especially his word, not just your prayers, not just your word, because his words is a map to get us to every destination he has set for us. And you can't just write the vision. You got to also meditate on it. So many people be confused. They be thinking, oh, nah, I'm good on all that. I'm not about to lay back, close my eyes, and listen to frequency music, meditating, trying to manifest things. It opens your third eye. It's witchcraft. Well, good luck with that. Me personally, I'm going to meditate on my visions because Psalms 19:14 says, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord. Meaning that vision I'm meditating on has to align with the will of God. And majority of the time, when you're meditating on things in faith, you're in alignment, whether you recognize it or not. Most people don't waste their faith on evil works. Think about it. Anytime we use the word faith, it's always in connection to God. You never heard nobody say, I have faith that that man gonna chew his food, choke on it, and pass away. They may wish it, but they don't use the word faith. We only use the word faith. We're manifesting God's goodness. God told the woman her faith has made her whole. That same goes for us. Just like that woman, we can't just have faith. We have to actually use it. Faith without works is what? Oh, okay. You also got to know it's okay to use it. Jeremiah 29:11 says, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, but to give you hope in the future. So if that was his plan, his goal from the beginning, everything else the enemy telling you is a lie. That means it's okay to meditate and pray over that promise. That means it's okay to speak those things that are not yet. It's okay to write down that beautiful vision, because you're doing that not only activates your faith, but it activates a response from God. Y'all be blessed.